On November 9th, over 100 activists from Occupy LA marched to the downtown offices of 4 banks that the occupiers feel are responsible for the foreclosures facing many Los Angeles residents.
Tell me what you're wheeling here.
This is my credit card guillotine. Originally, I have a Citibank card, but just for this, I made the Bank of America.
Hey, we got Bilal Ali, our comrade from Occupy the Hood. Tell me what you're doing here today.
Well, we're here today to raise awareness of the unethical business practices by these various banks. We're here today at Deutsche Bank. They are the bank that's foreclosing on the Dissent family. So I have somebody here speaking about that.
You see, I'm from East LA. So this whole Occupy movement all started elsewhere. I was unaware. I don't know what's going on. See, my community isn't informed. I come from a minority community. We don't know what the hell's going on. We don't know what banks do. We don't know what mortgage people do. I don't know what a loan shark is. The family didn't deserve to lose their home. They made all their payments on time. They asked for loan modifications that were rejected because the contract in the first place was made for the home to be foreclosed. That is not fair. I am here because I dislike the living hell out of these banksters. My neighbors are going elsewhere. My neighbors are homeless. I am homeless.
Take out your cell phones. Here's the number the Deutsche Bank. Start calling them. Shut them down. Clog up their lines.
We're out here definitely primarily to put pressure on specific banks, Deutsche Bank, in connection with Fort Lucero. They're illegally foreclosing the Lucero family. They're trying to take their house by any means necessary, and we're out here today to try to tell them that this is not right, this is wrong, we know that you're corrupt, we know what you're doing, we won't stand for it.
Justice! Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want?
Now!
So we seem to be coming up here to the Wells Fargo headquarters in downtown Los Angeles.
I'm here in representation of the Nico Black family. She's a 38-year-old woman with terminal cancer who was never late on a payment. In fact, her home was pretty much paid for. But Wells Fargo and Pacific Atlantic Realty targeted her to steal her home. At 6 o'clock in the morning on October 10th, she was woken out of bed. She actually had to crawl to her wheelchair to show federal court orders to be able to prove that the scam that Wells Fargo was doing was false. It was a scam. The Orange County Sheriff busts down their door with representatives of Wells Fargo. They make lewd comments to her. They were inappropriate sexual comments to a woman that's having seizures and a stroke, who can barely breathe, sitting in her wheelchair, holding up her federal court order.
One, we are the people. Two, three, we want justice for our people.
We're here supporting the people who's fighting an ugly struggle because the banks, with all their money, are taking the homes of the people. And we said that's not right. It's not right that people is working all their lives and suddenly they lose everything just because some greedy people want get more pennies for them because they have all the money and they don't care.
While some in Occupy Los Angeles chose to curse at or taunt the police, I decided to try to talk to one of them.
Do you know that Thomas Jefferson, the father of our country, said that dissent is the highest form of patriotism?
Right there. Keep going.
I'm moving. Our country was founded on dissent. And if we feel that the banks got bailed out and the rest of us, including you, got sold out, then this is all right to be here protesting this.
Not getting an answer, we were on to the next bank, Bank of New York Mellon.
They're trying to foreclose on our house.
They're trying to foreclose on our house.
We are on day I don't even, day 70-something now.
76!
76 of Fuerza Hernandez, and we're not leaving. They keep saying that they're sending the sheriffs, that they're sending the police. They keep doing it continuously, but we're not leaving.
We're not leaving!
We're not leaving.
We're not leaving!
Fuck Mellon Bank!
Fuck Mellon Bank!
Justice for Bertha Herrera!
Justice for Bertha Herrera!
Justice for the Hernandez family!
Justice for the Hernandez family!
Justice for those who have been thrown out on the street!
Justice for those who have been thrown out on the street!
Resist!
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 Resist, we will!
Today we're here to protect families, to keep them in their homes, to say F the banks who have been deliberately and systematically kicking families out of their homes and profiting off it. It's just deplorable and it needs to stop. I drive 50 miles to come here because I love these people. They're compassionate. They understand there are people hurting, and if one injustice affects one, it affects all.
So here we are at Bank of America.
Bad for America. Bad for America. Oh, when the banks!
Oh, when the banks
come crashing down!
come crashing down!
Oh, when the banks
come crashing down!
How I would love to be in that numbers! Oh, when the banks come
crashing down! Oh, when the people start rising up! Start rising up! Oh, when the people start rising up!
You work for the bank, right? But if you don't make over $375,000 a year or have $7 million in assets, then chances are you're part of the 99%. Do you see that these people in the Occupy movement are fighting for you? Can you just answer me that question? I won't show it to your employers at B of A. Can I ask you what you think of this issue that we're protesting? The fact that the banks illegally foreclosed on people's homes. What do you think of that?
No comment.
Can I get a man on the street interview with you? No. Cannot get anyone to talk about these foreclosures.
Bank of America has been found guilty of writing bad loans to black and brown families.
In the next show, we'll visit Fort Lucero, a foreclosure clinic in East LA, and talk to folks from Occupy Fights Foreclosures. This has been Lauren Steiner reporting.
NY Mellon trying to evict Hernandez family.